let's call a money huddle. In the huddle today, Seth Denson, a business and market analyst, and Dan Geltrude. He's an accountant and a professor at Montclair State University. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Hey, guys.
Good to see you.
All right, so
Thank you.
It's not unusual for a company to see their stock price rise after some layoffs, Seth. So we've also heard from Janet Yellen and anyone else in the Biden administration talk about the real strength of the economy is the job market. But when you hear about all these layoffs, is it really that strong?
No. Let's keep it simple. I mean, as a matter of fact, Jay Powell was out yesterday talking about the job market, and the Fed has discussed the fact that they're continuously raising rates in large part because this strong jobs market we're in. Well, guess what? If you were an engineer at Meta making 150 grand a year and now you can go flip burgers at Burger King making $15 an hour, yes, you still have access to a job, but is it the job that you want? Probably not. And so we need to look deeper into those job numbers as we look at this. And by the way, Meta's doing well today in large part because investors like the fact that Mark Zuckerberg out there yesterday, while their revenues were up, their earnings per shares were actually down 22%. You would think that would give them a stiff kick. But the reality is Zuckerberg said we're going to enter into a phase of quote unquote efficiency. What does that mean? You're getting fired. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never good.
It is not good, especially if you're in tech right now. All right, let's talk about tax season, another unwelcome thing people have to deal with. This is the tax filing deadline, April the 18th. You know, I wanted to ask you, Dan, if there is anything new for folks this year to be aware of. And, you know, a lot of people they want to get their refunds, and it's been, a slow go with the IRS.
Yeah, it has been, and although people don't want to hear it, the IRS has been understaffed, and that was as a result through the pandemic. A lot of their priorities changed related to different programs that the government was sponsoring. However, as we go into this tax season, let's hope it's a little bit better in that the refunds are not going to be as delayed. What's really surprising here is that we don't really have any major tax changes, even though we just finished with 2 years of complete Democrat control of government. So what I would tell people out there, if you have a refund coming, file as soon as possible. If you're going to owe, well, then you may want to wait until that April 18th deadline.
Yeah, we saw a story on NewsMax.com today, too, about a record number of Americans dipping into their 401ks, Dan, as an emergency fund as inflation increases. You know, that's always a big wake-up call for people when they file their taxes.
Yeah, it is, because not only is the tax due, you also are going to have a penalty on that money you've taken out on your 401k. So anybody who was forced into a position to do that, be aware that you're going to have more tax due than you had last year, and you need to anticipate that.
Yeah, everyone kind of dodged a bullet on those $600 transactions this year. But be ready, because it sounds like that could come back next year or whenever they start hiring up at the IRS.
Yeah.
You've been warned. All right, let's break the huddle. Seth and Dan Geltrude, great to see you both. Thanks for playing with us, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.